black women can't do or don't do, or the conversations I don't feel like they can have. I should have pointed to what having a positive black woman in the household could do. I think back to Alexis Ohanian when he was on our show. He talked about being married to Serena Williams and the things that he has learned through not only the conversations they've had, but through the life they've experienced. He brought us back to childbirth. Many of us know how high the mortality rates are in this country for black women. But clearly that wouldn't extend to Serena Williams. That wouldn't also include one of the world's greatest athletes of all time, but it did. And it taught him a lesson. I feel like those lessons are invaluable in understanding, in feeling, in being empathetic to what black women go through. Alexis has now become a champion in support of not only black women, but all women. Alexis has now become one of the leading voices in pushing women to the forefront. He's also become one of the leading voices in understanding the need to protect black women. See, it is those conversations, it is those opportunities and experiences that change you. That doesn't mean you can't get them from your mother. Doesn't mean you can't get them from your sister. As a man who is close to his family and has a mom and has a sister, I know we don't speak every day, even if I should be better. I know I don't share with them constantly about what they're going through. But you do know when you have a woman in your household, when you're married, when it's your significant others, those are the conversations you have daily, and those conversations can change you. So it's not about what a non-black woman can't bring. It's about the clarity. It's about the levity. It's about the level of understanding and conditioning that having a black woman around can bring. It doesn't mean that that's the way you have to choose. You love who you love. And I believe that everybody's created in God's image. But in that person will shape your experience.
All right, so Ryan Clark ended up apologizing to RG3, and then apology about the woman that he with, and it came out. Le'Veon Bell came out and said that he had been, swimming in the milk and had a baby with a white woman. That's what I was saying about Kyrie Irving. Is that he had, a lot of people don't know, he had a baby mama with a white chick and then turned pro-black. Which at the end of the day, I don't really see no problem with it. Maybe you had to just go out there and experience what happened to you. What happened for you to understand, the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people who don't experience racism, they don't think it exists. And what's so sad about this generation with racism, they don't even know. The system has done such a great job of numbing them to making them numb or ignorant towards racism. They don't even know when somebody being racist towards them no more. I'm telling you, man, about next generation or two, man, Martin Luther King gonna be white and ain't nobody really gonna question it. But what ended up happening was you had black men beefing with each other over Angel Reese, who put the middle finger up to black men by telling her followers to go get him a white man, to go divest. So, like I said, ain't nothing but chaos. And Caitlin Clark. That's my biggest issue with it, bro. Like, y'all. No, not Marcella. It's a whole bunch of TV rejects that would have boiled down to is mad that Ryan Clark's on TV and they not. That's all it boiled down. It's a bunch of TV rejects that's mad they're no longer on TV and they jealous of Ryan Clark. And that's the bottom line. And don't let nobody else tell you no different. That's just what it is. It's a bunch of guys that was on TV that want to be back on TV but can't get on TV no more, mad that they rejected. I'm telling you what it is. And but nonetheless, you can't be throwing rocks at somebody's house, and you procreated with a Becky. You was with a Becky. That's why I don't really understand this shit, bro. Now you apologize. Oh, she didn't deserve this, and you should shut up. How are y'all? And that's the one thing about social media and this is why I don't be judging nobody on social media for what they go through. Like, everybody got skeletons. Everybody got skeletons in their closet. But how dare you procreate with a Becky and talk about RG3? Oh, you don't know what a black woman go through? His mother was a sergeant in the military. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? All these dudes, they done sold out on TV, and they going to continue to reassure us or prove their blackness. You don't owe us nothing, bro. We know most of y'all, the vast majority of y'all entertainment dudes sold out. It's cool. Like Stephen A still be trying to be around here, trying to be pro-black and shit. Like, bro, you don't owe us that, bro, at all. Be what you signed up to be when ESPN fired you and brought you back. That's it. But they beefing, all these dudes beefing with each other. Black men are beefing with each other. Do y'all understand Le'Veon Bell, Marcellus Wiley, Ryan Clark, RG3? We don't have no allies, bro. We all we got. Y'all see the war that we got going on with our own women. It ain't to say it ain't no solid black women. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. But the vast majority, we can't be beefing with each other. We the only allies that we have. We the only allies that we have. Ain't that wild? And here y'all beefing over a black woman who clearly has an issue with black men. I don't understand it. It's nothing to beef. If y'all got an issue with each other, call each other up and keep it behind the scenes. Let's stay on code. You know how like Charles Oakley, Cornbread Maxwell, Joe Johnson, 2 Chainz, Chad Johnson, aka Chad Ochocinco, for those who still rocking with Shannon Sharp, staying on code. That's how we gotta be unified. Oh, you slept with a white woman, like I said before, Le'Veon Bell shouldn't even really be popping his head out after the accusations that was filed against him, bro. Like, I don't understand why it's so easy for everybody to jump on black men. And I'm specifically talking to black men. Why is it so easy for us to ridicule and fight each other and hate each other? For what? I don't understand it. Let's stand on business and stay. If we got a problem with each other, let's talk about it offline. That's my thing. Let's talk about the problems that we having offline. Behind the scenes and clear it up. And like I said, a lot of them dudes that's mad at Ryan Clark, a lot of them that's mad at Ryan Clark is just simply because he's still in the position of being on TV and they not. Like Marcellus Wiley, you ain't got a coon no more, bro. It's a wrap. You're not getting back on Fox. You're not getting back on nothing. Any person that call themselves a friend to Jason Whitlock, get out of here. Get out of here. And then, a lot of these dudes you meet off camera, they seem like, it's kind of like, I ain't gonna say that, but all these, they trying to be like, oh man, no, it's basically for entertainment purposes only. But Ryan, you can't be out here, throwing rocks when you live in a glass house, homeboy. That's just what it is. And y'all beefing over women who don't care about you. Every time they, and I ain't gonna say about Kayla Clark, but most of the majority of them women in the NBA, every time they don't make enough money, it's men's fault. Oh, men need the support. Hold on, y'all don't need no man. We better than the man. We should make more money than the man. We should get more support than the man. Y'all beefing over a group of women in the WNBA that every time they get an opportunity, they trash. Man, what do you get from it? They ain't give you no WNBA box, and most of that box you don't want anyway. I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm just keeping it a bean all the way, bro. Like, come on, man. And then don't say nothing if you're gonna apologize for it. You recorded it, looked at it, listened to it, and you put it out there. It wasn't a live stream. I could have been a live stream. I don't believe it was. You put your name on it, bro. I ain't backtracking for shit. If I say it, I say it, bro. And I stand on it. So you should have stood on what you said, bro. And all of a sudden, they attacked your family. They attacked your kids. And that's another thing I don't understand for dudes who swirl. Some of them dudes have a superiority complex. They don't feel like they black. It's crazy. It's 70 degrees and white people literally be having on winter coats. I swear to God, I seen it yesterday. And then when it's like 30 degrees, they in shorts and tank tops. Well, a lot of these teenagers is too, but they on drugs. So yeah, you know. But I don't understand that pack. A lot of them brothers be feeling like they less black. And if you gonna be with a white woman, you feel less black, then you shouldn't be with a white woman. You shouldn't be with any woman. That's how I feel like it. Then they get with some of these, these Dominican women or these Spanish, and they try to justify, it by saying that, really she Creole, or really she, they part of the diaspora. I don't give a fuck, honestly, bro. You don't have to reason with me. You don't have to tell me why. You don't have to tell me. You don't owe me. You don't owe nobody no explanation. In my opinion, some of them brothers don't be comfortable. See, a lot of black women make it seem like that's on the internet. They get mad at brothers who divest. They try to make it seem like the black guys get on here and say, well, I got a black woman, I got a white woman, or a Maria, or whatever, a Dominican one, whatever, and they better than black women. That's not what they be saying. Only time you hear them really talk about that for real, and be serious is if somebody asks them, well, why didn't you get it with a black woman? Which is their business. They don't have to answer the question. And they will list off the reasons that they didn't get with a black woman, right? And that's their reasons. But then another reason you probably, but most of the things we hear, and most women, they don't hear this because they don't speak to them, or they don't really follow the content, that they feel less black. That's the bigger thing I see. They always gotta feel like they gotta prove their blackness. They gotta prove their blackness, bro. That's my biggest thing, man. And some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Like, they feel lesser than. You know what I'm saying? If you feel lesser than being with the other, I don't feel like you need to be with them then. If you feel lesser black. But that's just my opinion and my experience. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Peace.